Okay, so I've been learning about coin rings and attempting to make coin rings for about 4 weeks now, and I wanted to show off my coin ring fails. So these are most of the worst coin rings that I've made so far, and let's go ahead and take a closer look at each one of them. I'm going to pull these aside, I'm going to zoom this in, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of these. So this one right here is warped like crazy. See how far that edge is out there on the bottom? And then it peeks out over the top here. It's probably one of the worst bent rings that I've made. There's one fail, and to fix this I'll probably just have to stretch it out and then reduce it again to try and even it out, and that's what I plan on doing with that one. Let's see here, this one is nicely oval shaped. It's not very round, it's not very even, it's super tiny, and basically it's going to be the same operation with that other one. See, it's got like a whole stretched out part right there. Yeah, you can see it really good right there, how that is just stretched out. And so I'll just need to stretch and reduce this one and hopefully try and even it out, because it's bent. It's pretty rough. Let's look at this one here. Alright, this one's got pretty decent curve to it on this side over here. It's got like a slant, and that I'll need to fix the same way. It's just not very even coin. Yeah, you see how it sits sideways. So that'll just be a stretch it and reduce it job as well. Let's see here. Here's another one that's got a pretty rough slant to it. Not a very even coin. Just kind of stretched, not straight, bad angle. And pretty decent coin. I mean, I kept some nice details on there, but the coin is misshaped. So I'll need to reshape that one as well. Here's this one. This one actually came out pretty good, but here on the Nebraska, on the end, like I scratched it or something, and a chunk of metal was sticking out of there. It was really sharp. So I tried to sand it off and basically removed all of the ends, so it just says Nebraska. So I don't know how well this ring's gonna do. I don't know if I can really fix that. This ring is another one that's just slanted pretty bad. You can see on the edge there, it's got a pretty hardcore incline, and hopefully I'll just be able to stretch that out and get it fixed, even it up. This one's got another one of those like metal sharp parts on it, and I've tried to sand it away, and it's really just taken a pretty deep bite out of the coin. So I kind of took a step back, and I'm trying to figure out how to fix that without having to cut basically around the whole outside edge of that coin and even it up. So the lesson from this one is don't use metal hammers on your coin rings, because it will mess them up pretty badly. Learned that lesson. It was stuck on a mandrel when I was trying to get it off with a metal hammer, and it tore it up pretty bad. I don't know why this one is in here. It looks pretty good. Maybe just because it's not as even as I wanted. I don't know. It looks like I beat on this one lightly with a hammer in a couple places, so I still hadn't learned my lesson to get it off the mandrel. So this one has some minor hammer damage. Here's another ring, and it looks like this one is just slightly off keel. another one that I'll just have to stretch out and reduce. And here's another one that's way sideways. Not very good. So I'll try and stretch and reduce that one as well. It's just not very even at all. And here's another one that is just totally tore up. I mean, the detail on the outside's messed up. The detail on the cut edge is really rough. It is just beat up. And this is probably my first attempt to use a metal hammer to get it off the mandrel. I was probably pretty aggravated with it and really beat it up a lot without paying attention to what I was doing. So this one is probably going to take quite a bit of tender love and care to get fixed. I don't know if I'll ever get it to look super nice because there's just chunks taken out of this thing with that hammer. Alright guys, that is the worst rings I've made in the first 4 weeks of making coin rings. What do you think? Coin ring fails?